Welcome to Synchronize Swatches, your twice-monthly dose of coolness. I'm your host, Chris Gregory.
And I'm the other guy, Chip Johnson.
Every other week, we watch an episode of the cult classic 1990s sitcom, Parker Lewis Can't Lose, and then we record ourselves talking about it.
It's time for Operation Record the Podcast. Are you ready?
Lock the gates!
Gentlemen, Synchronize Swatches. Not a problem.
I've never liked you, Lewis.
Not a problem.
Eat now?
Clean out your locker, you're finished.
It's fucking cold around here, I'll say that.
Temperature-wise, it's not too bad here, but we have had a lot of rain, which is unusual for
really?
us. Yeah. Especially for this time of year. Like, our rainy season is like January, February.
Mm-hmm.
So we're used to getting, a couple weeks of rain around that time period. But it started raining Thursday night, and I mean, pretty much not constant, but I mean, it's been gray skies and at least drizzly, if not pouring.
Yeah.
Like all the way up until last night. We had a little bit of a break today. A little bit, the sun came out a little bit, but it's actually starting to cloud over again. It's supposed to rain for the next couple of days. So I mean, this is for this time of year too. It's kind of unusual. Yeah. It was one of those atmospheric rivers.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's weird how like terms come up. Like until like 2 years ago, never heard the term atmospheric river before in my life.
I hadn't heard it before 15 seconds ago. So.
Oh, okay. I feel like it is this buzzword now in the past couple years, and it's like, you guys just fucking made that shit up. It's just a storm. It's a fucking storm. Like, it's a lot of water up in the fucking clouds, and you just decided to give it a buzzy name. Like, it's just like, it's, but whatever.
That's funny.
Also, like, what's the winter equivalent, or the one they use? They've been using the past few years. Cyclone bomb? No, what is it?
Oh yeah.
Bomb cyclone?
Something. Yeah, right. Something like that. Yeah.
It's like you guys just throwing fucking words together to make it.
Yeah. That's it's meteorologists trying to trying to TM some shit.
Yeah, exactly. Oh God.
God's sake, can you people just be grown-ups? Just report the weather and be boring.
Exactly. That's your job. Your job is to be fucking boring.
Just come on. Boring. That's what people want. I feel like that's probably, you could apply that to a lot of things that, when I was a kid, I remember the joke was politics is boring. Now it's like, politics is not boring. Politics is all fucking, I don't know.
Theater.
It's all celebrity and theater. Yeah, I mean, it's always been theatrical, but it'd be nice to have some grown-ups. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, fuck
it'd be nice to have some fucking grown-ups. So.
Exactly. Yeah. So we don't have to be the grown-ups.
Yeah. This is the grown-up thing we do.
Yeah. Exactly.
Talk about some show from when we were 12.
Yeah. Yep. The good old days.
Yeah.
When atmospheric rivers and bomb cyclones didn't exist, and politicians have always been shitty, but at least they were a little less shitty.
Yeah. That back then when it was just snowstorms and rain. Back in snowstorms and rain, you could feel it in your knee.
We are old men yelling at clouds, yelling at atmospheric rivers.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump in.
You guys were dangerous dudes, huh?
So, Parker Lewis Can't Lose, Season 2, Episode 3, Full Mental Jacket, which, of course, is a reference to Full Metal Jacket, which I actually haven't watched in a long time.
Yeah, me neither. I really like that movie, too.
Yeah, it was great. I should definitely revisit that.
Yeah.
In the German, Paul, if you will.
Kleider machen Leute.
And I could not have done that one. That's a tricky one.
Yeah.
But that translates to Clothes Maketh Man. Original air date, Sunday, September 1st, 1991. And I see your note here. Topping the charts in the U.S. and the U.K.
That's right.
Everything I do it for you. Bryan Adams. Which,
Remember
man, that song was everywhere.
Yeah, it was. It's
God.
funny, like, I was thinking about that when I saw that, because I lived in Germany when that movie came out, when that song came out, and even over there, obviously, as you can tell by the fact that it was #1 in the UK as well.
Yeah.
It really was all over the place, and it was funny, like, my experience with that movie, and I'm not going to get on too much of a tangent here, but, like, I went on a short vacation with my dad and my brother. I don't know why my mom wasn't there, but we went and saw that movie. I had no idea that movie was even out. I didn't know it existed because we were over there and it had not been, it wasn't
Publicized.
advertised before we went over there. And yeah, we went to it was a German theater, but they were playing the film. Some of the films they played had the original English. So it was like stepping into a Robin Hood movie, having absolutely no expectations whatsoever.
Yes.
I love that fucking movie.
That movie's great, man.
It's awesome. So
yeah, when that came out, man, I fucking love them. I watched the hell out of that movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, this song was featured prominently in it, or I guess in the credits or whatever. But it just blew the fuck up around that time period. It was everywhere. Everybody was using it.
Yep. Still gives me goosebumps.
Anyways, this episode's written by Matt Dearborn. This is his first and only episode writing Parker Lewis. He also wrote on The Secret World of Alex Mack, creator of and writer of Even Stevens. I don't really remember that. Creator of and writer on Zeke and Luther. Are those all Disney shows, or what are those?
I think they're Disney or Nickelodeon. I've
Nickelodeon,
heard of Even
maybe.
Stevens, but I don't think I've ever seen
It feels like a
Zeke and Luther.
Nickelodeon or a Disney thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
This episode directed by Rob Bowman, his second episode. The first one was Father Knows Less, the premiere episode of this season. So my episode synopsis. When Parker and Mikey realize Jerry has become so dependent on his jacket that he is using it to hide from girls, they decide it's time for a little tough love, and they force him to spend a week without said jacket. Unfortunately, it's also the week of the big oral report. Will Jerry learn to walk without his crutch, or will he fall flat on his face?
Well done. Well summarized.
So for our opening gag, we have various vignettes of Jerry and his jacket. And I will say, this doesn't follow the normal formula of like some kind of cut to black or like, to give our cuts. There's a couple that do that, but they just kind of abandoned that and just went with this. They're like, fuck it. But it does pertain to the episode itself, which isn't always the case.
Yeah.
So we have various vignettes of Jerry with his jacket. The first one is we see an alarm clock ringing, and Jerry Steiner wakes and yawns. He extends his arms above his head in a stretch, and his jacket descends from the ceiling and effortlessly slides onto him.
Yeah, I made a note here. This dude loves astronomy.
Yes, there's a lot of stuff
everywhere.
in this, just packed in this one shot.
I think he's got a framed photo of the Earth or something on the wall. Or the moon or something.
And of course his bed sheets, which we've seen before, like astronomy bed sheets. And then, I mean, even when we start dialing in from the alarm clock going off, there is like almost like a mobile of planets hanging in front of the frame, and it lifts out of frame as we dial, we push in towards Jerry. It's really bizarre.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just imagine he sleeps in bed with this like mobile of planets.
That sounds awesome, man.
Circling above his bed. So for our second vignette, Jerry is getting a checkup at the doctor's office. He is shirtless, but still has a jacket on. It's just so weird. Yeah. The doctor seems to have misplaced his head mirror. And I looked that up because I was like, is there a technical term for that? But it's just called head mirror.
Okay. Yeah, that was the little indicator I have here. Is like, I'm glad you looked that up, because my note was like, what is that reflector called?
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck it is.
It's called a head mirror. I was like, oh, that's fucking lame. But
good to know. Nobody wears those anymore, so who cares?
No, they don't. That was such an old school thing. It was probably old school even at that time period.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever went to a doctor that wore one of those.
No.
Yeah. But anyway, so the doctor's misplaced his head mirror. You can see he's kind of looking around, fumbling, and Jerry actually pulls one out of the deep recesses of his coat. We are tight on Jerry's face, which is bathed in blue light. He wears tanning goggles. We pull out to reveal he's on a tanning bed, still clothed in his jacket, of course.
Uh-huh.
And as he shuts the tanning bed, we cut to a title card. So this is the first one when there's actually kind of something closing that gives us the cut. The next vignette, a soaked Jerry, still in his jacket, of course, steps from a steaming shower or perhaps a sauna. Yeah. I don't know. It was really steamy, and it could have been a sauna, but it really looked like a shower.
I was thinking sauna, but
but it definitely had a shower feel, not a sauna feel. I don't know. Someone from off screen throws him a towel, and he dries his hair with it briefly before tossing it over the camera lens, which gives us our last title card. So yeah, those last two kind of did the cut thing. But
yeah.
So then we cut to Santo Domingo hallway. Parker walks down the hall with an extra shirt in his hand for some reason, which I don't think that ever paid off, did it? Like he's got a shirt on a hanger, like a Parker shirt on a hanger.
I just took it to mean like since he starts talking about the things that define you, that he just hey, look, this is mine. I've got these crazy shirts, or whatever. I don't know.
As if we couldn't see the one on his person.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was really bizarre. But anyways, he's walking with this, shirt on a hanger. And in VO, he tells us,
every teenager has a grasp on the vital essentials of life. Your Walkman, your shades, your Blockbuster Video Gold Card, but mainly your clothes. And while it's true, clothes make the man, in Jerry's case, it's the man who makes the clothes.
And as he says this, we see Jerry unplugging his jacket from a socket in the wall. Apparently, he was charging it. So, it makes sense that you'd have to charge that damn thing.
Yeah, you hear all kinds of mechanics in that thing.
Yeah. I didn't have a note here, but Blockbuster Video Gold Card.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Were there gold cards for video, Blockbuster Video?
I don't remember one at Blockbuster. I just remember there being, Blockbuster cards, but
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I had a Blockbuster card, but I'm like, was there actually a tier that I didn't know about, a gold card for Blockbuster? Or did they just make that shit up?
They had to be invited to gold.
Yeah, exactly. It was an exclusive club that they didn't even let me know about.
Yeah, that's when you could actually rent porn at Blockbuster. You get the gold card and it's the smut card. Not many people know about that.
Were you in the Gold Club, man?
Nah,
why didn't you tell me?
I was in the Gold Club everywhere. Video update.
Yeah.
The only one I could think of right now.
Yeah, video update. Yeah, exactly. That was the only one that I knew of that had the back room.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. I was a good boy. A good boy.
Now the internet, the internet is the back room. The whole internet is the back room.
Yeah. Really? I wasn't aware of that. I'm a good boy. A very good boy.
So then an alarm sounds from somewhere deep inside the jacket, like an alarm system.
Yeah.
Starts going off. And Jerry rushes to the buds, warning them that Miss Musso is approaching. I think he said something about like his Miss Musso early warning system is going off. His early warning system. The buds look both ways, but see no sign of her. And Mikey says something, and I rewound it numerous times to try to figure out what Mikey was saying, but I don't know if it was Latin or Spanish, but he said something that sounded like no lie in visto or something, which I was thought maybe it was something I don't see her, or did you catch that at all? Did you figure that out?
I'm so used to Mikey saying weird shit that like I don't understand it just went right. I was like, he must have just said like no problemo or some shit. It just went right over my head.
I just couldn't get a clear read on like what it was, and I typed in some like kind of like the phonetic thing that I did here on our sheet. I typed that into Google to try to see if some Latin phrase or Spanish phrase would come up, but I was like, I didn't come up with anything except in visto. It does have to do with seeing or viewing or perspective, but I just couldn't decipher it. Anyway,
your search results are just what?
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
Google's like, huh?
Google's like, you're drunk.
Yeah.
Jerry pulls out a periscope from his jacket and scans the hallways. I love this gag too. I mean, it's a huge fucking periscope that just comes out of nowhere. And he finally spots Miss Musso and Frank down the hall.
Yeah, it's a great prop. That's really all I was going to say. Is it's functional and huge.
Yes.
That should be the tag at the end. It's functional and huge.
So the buds are cornered. All escape routes are blocked. But Jerry is cool as a cucumber, though. He pulls a remote from his jacket and presses two big buttons labeled Lars and Dirk. Dirk.
Lars and Dirk.
Suddenly, two Chippendale hunks burst from the lockers right in front of Miss Musso and begin gyrating. Miss Musso is distracted by this display, of course, and asks Frank if he has change for a 20.
20.
Distraction in place, the buds make their escape.
Yeah, I love that whole scene. I love that their names are Lars and Dirk. That's a perfect name for a pair of 1990 Chippendale dancers. I like your description of them as hunks. They're definitely hunks.
Yeah.
And I just like that this is, further proof that the best way to distract Miss Musso is to just throw some tail at her.
Yeah.
just distract her with flesh.
Yes, exactly.
Great. And she's about to drop $20 on these guys in 1990 money.
Yeah. Big spender.
In the middle of school. That's great.
I love this show. So we cut to the cafeteria. The buds are walking together, celebrating their escape, when suddenly Jerry is struck. A girl approaches clad in a miniskirt, bike shorts, and cowboy boots. This freezes Jerry in his tracks. His glasses do the cartoon slot machine thing, and they finally strike a hearts jackpot.
Yep.
Parker asks if she's someone he knows, and Jerry responds, "Actually, sirs, we've already dated." And we cut to...
I'm sorry, this is a very strange scene here.
Yes.
Go ahead. Sorry.
"Actually, sirs, we've already dated." And we cut to a shot of the girl in a theater with a friend watching a movie. We push past them to reveal Jerry a few rows back, staring at her in a very lovesick and creepy manner.
Yeah. It's like, oh, Jerry.
Oh, Jerry. Delusional, poor delusional Jerry.
Yep.
But the look on Troy's face, I mean, it's fucking classic.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks so like lovesick and just like stalker / lovesick. Like it's just he rides the line very well.
Yeah.
So we cut back to the cafeteria, and as the girl approaches, Jerry pulls his jacket over his head, walks to the wall, and like a chameleon, blends in with his surroundings to hide. The girl passes by, not even noticing him.
Yeah, it's like a classic scene I think I remember seeing originally. It's just the amazing things that Jerry's able to do with his jacket.
Yes.
To and including making himself cloaked.
Exactly.
That's great.
His own built-in cloaking device.
That's what he had to have charging up. That's probably
yeah, exactly.
Gonna power all the mirrors.
So Parker and Mikey are appalled by this. It's one thing to avoid Musso, but using it to avoid talking to girls is no bueno.
Yep.
So we cut to the hallway, and we get some picketers here chanting, and we get some exposition from Musso and Frank telling us that the maintenance staff is on strike.
Yeah, I made a note there. Lots of cowboy hats on these strikers.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of cowboy hats being worn.
Don't know why that is, but...
I don't either. I also wanted to mention, I forgot to mention earlier, when the earlier scene with the Chippendale dancers, I noticed, I think it's when, I don't know, somebody's walking off the scene. Anyway, down the hallway, you see a group of teachers, and there's one of them who is just she is just super into the Chippendale guys. And she's pointing down there, and she starts dancing and shit. It's really fun.
I missed that. I gotta go back and look at that.
All the rest of them are like, what is happening? And then she's just like, oh, yeah. Anyway, I forgot about that earlier.
That's funny, dude. She's on Miss Musso's level.
Yeah, exactly. We got to hang out, Grace.
So as we enter the foyer of the principal's office, I'm calling it the foyer because, I always say Miss Musso's office, but there's the outer area and the inner area. Yeah. So it's like the foyer of the principal's office. Yeah. And Frank tells Miss Musso that he has implemented a student scab labor force utilizing detentionees to keep them afloat during the strike. And at this time, we see Shelley operating a 1950s era switchboard just outside of Miss Musso's office.
Labor negotiator Adrian Light is waiting for you in your office.
Labor negotiator? Phew, I despise them so. Last strike, I gave in too easily. Now we have lunch ladies driving Ferraris. Well, that was then. And Frank, this is not then.
I suggest caution. Light is a tough customer. Savagely ruthless, brilliantly dangerous.
Adrian Light exits the office looking at a fucking Viewmaster.
Oh, they jump right out at you, don't they?
Notify his next of kin.
Notify his next of kin. Great delivery by Chartoff there.
Yeah.
She's going to eat him alive.
So yeah, Adrian Light here is played by Robert Traber. So what was interesting about his credits, aside from the fact that there's quite a few of them, is that he appeared in Hercules: The Legendary Journey, 22 episodes of that, and he played a character called Salmonius. Cut that part out.
Okay.
How do you say this fucking name? Salmonius?
I don't know. I didn't even try to tackle it. Salmonius?
I'm gonna say Salmonius. All right. So
yeah, I know Salmonius. No.
So he appears in 22 episodes of Hercules: A Legendary Journey, playing Salmonius. I'm just going with that as the name. But he also appeared as a character named B.S. Hollingsoffer. They could not give him a fucking easy name to say. And I guess it was like, I don't know. I never watched that show, but
me neither.
Looking up his credits, I think that is like a series of meta stories or something where he's like a producer on the show or something, and like Kevin Sorbo
B.S. Hollingsoffer. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, because of the BS. So I was like, that's got to be a joke, right? Because it's BS. But no, I don't know. I'm not familiar with. I know the show. I'm familiar with that and Xena, but I never really watched him. Yeah,
that was the other thing. He appeared as Samonius in 4 episodes of Xena as well. So
because they had a lot of crossovers, I think.
Yeah. And then he was also in the 2004 movie Jiminy Glick and Lala Wood. I love Jiminy Glick.
Yeah, I was okay. That makes more sense now that you read it. Like when I scanned this earlier, I was like, why the fuck did he play Jiminy Glick? Because that's fucking Martin Short. Like,
yeah.
I was like, what? But that's the name of the. Yeah, that's not his character's name. Oh, okay.
Right.
I was a little confused. I was like, how the fuck did he play Jiminy Glick?
I think he played himself. I don't know. I have to go back and look. I can't remember.
Yeah, Jiminy Glick is fucking great. So she escorts Light back into her office, and as the door slams, the glass shatters and falls, leaving only the letters hanging in midair. Yep. Now, this is my favorite door gag of all time. It is the one that has always stuck with me. It's the one I always think about when we talk about door gags. This is the one where the letters still hang in midair. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
It's such a brilliant fucking gag. But yeah, this is my all-time favorite.
Pulled off well.
Yes. I mean, I'm sure there's like some wires holding it so that it's kind of bouncing, floating in there. But I mean, it's seamless. Like it's so fucking good.
Yeah, it's so easy to get used to those too. Like, the fact that like I don't know, they happen so frequently, but like they're always interesting and different, and also completely insane. Like, imagine seeing that.
I know.
Again, the glass breaks, but this time the letters just hang there. You're like, what is happening?
It's a fucking cartoon, man.
Yeah.
So we cut to the diner. Parker and Mikey decide that they need to take Jerry's jacket away from him. It's the only way to teach him self-reliance and confidence. Jerry shows up, and Parker asks him to take off the jacket. And Jerry is confused as he literally can't understand the words coming out of Parker's mouth.
Yes, Jer. We have a simple request. We want you to take off the jacket. You know, just for a minute.
Take off the jacket? Take off the jacket? Pardon me, sir, but you're speaking gibberish.
So we cut to the hallway. Parker and Mikey are dragging Jerry up to Kubiak's locker. They tell Jerry it's for his own good, but he's got to spend a whole week without his jacket. As they strip the thing off of him, a warning system is activated. Jerry types a code into a small box on the interior of his coat, and the alarm system is deactivated. Finally, the buds remove Jerry's jacket, with much tearing of Velcro, I might add. There's a lot of like... And they hand it over to Kubiak to guard for the week. Kub puts it in his locker. We find out the buds have cut a deal with Kubiak, a whole side of beef to watch the jacket for the week. And a massive slab of meat slides in, hanging from the ceiling. I mean, it's like half a fucking cow.
Yeah.
It's like the shit fucking Rocky was training on in the fucking freezer. So Kubiak puts on an apron, one that says I heart cow on it. I mean, it actually says I has the heart symbol and a cow symbol.
Yeah.
I heart cow. And he gets ready to grill up some meat.
He heart cow, he heart brain, he hearts all kinds of things.
He does heart a lot of things.
I thought it was funny when he opened his locker too, because I had noticed earlier Mikey opened his locker and he had a picture of like a guitar like wrapped around this girl's like lower half or whatever.
Yes.
And so you see what's important to him, and then you cut to Kubiak and he's opening his locker and there's a picture of a fucking hamburger.
Yes.
It's got like a Hardee's ad or something.
It's like Mikey always has like the babe pictures in his locker, but then Kubiak has food, and then of course Jerry. I remember calling out one episode. Jerry's interior locker has like it's like a pinup of a hard drive.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's so fucking stupid. Oh man. Mm-hmm. So Parker tells Jerry that he knows it will be hard, but he'll be able to get through the week without his jacket. He believes in him. Jerry promptly turns to leave and runs into the wall repeatedly like a broken Roomba.
Yeah, he reminded me of like an NPC or something that's just like stuck in a loop.
Yes.
Just like bouncing against a wall, like reacting and then doing it again and reacting. It's funny.
Exactly. So at this point, we cut to commercial. Back from commercial, we're in the diner. It's been 5 hours since Jerry has been without his jacket, and he finally snaps. Some dude asked Jerry if he likes his new jacket, which honestly I think is kind of harsh if you ask me, because you should know that Jerry's in a fragile state right now.
Yeah.
But anyways, this guy comes up. He's wearing like a Letterman jacket. He asks Jerry if he likes his new jacket. And in Jerry's delusional mind, it's his jacket that this guy's wearing. And he just goes fucking feral on this guy. Just attacks him like a goddamn lunatic. And Parker and Mikey have to pull him off.
Yeah, it's crazy how it's only been 5 hours and he's already fucking losing his mind.
Yes. Oh, man. So we cut to Miss Musso's office. Shelley is still manning the switchboard, mainly for gossip, apparently. And Miss Musso exits her office with Adrian Light.
I just liked how she was working an old-fashioned operator switchboard.
It's great.
Again, like I said earlier, just for no reason. She's just sitting there doing that, you know?
Yeah.
Weird. It's just weird.
Why they don't have modern phones, who knows?
Yeah.
So Light is being very effusive, and he tells Miss Musso, "You possess the wisdom of a Sandra Day O'Connor, and, if you don't mind my saying so, the body of a table dancer."
Yeah, I just wrote down the body of a table dancer.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, God.
Very specific choice there, Mr.
Yes,
Light.
it's very specific. He goes on to tell her that all her demands are reasonable, and when she asks, even the outrageous ones, he answers, absolutely. He leaves, and Miss Musso is very satisfied with herself. Adrian seems like he's going to be a pushover in these contract negotiations. So we cut to the hallway, and Jerry is looking bad. He wanders down the hallway like a zombie. When Parker stops him to ask how it's going, he responds,
I hate you. You loathsome therapeutic ideas. It's all right.
and I just said, Jerry is clearly coming unhinged.
Yeah. The note I put down in my notes here is just, this is a great Troy episode. This interaction here is just like, it's so out of character for Jerry to get like that intense and angry, but it's totally believable. You know, he pulls the whole thing off. I was just like, man, this is a really good episode for him, you know?
Yeah. Some of his deliveries remind me of, is it this one? Nope.
We're so sorry.
Nope, not that one. Sorry, I pushed the wrong button, guys.
Keep it going.
Not exactly healthy for a single woman in her late 30s.
Yeah.
Her late 30s. I can't remember why he was all worked up on that episode, but it was something similar.
That's because he had it was from the gag dance one. It's the one where he had all the confidence because he was listening to the.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
Parker's
that's
thing,
exactly what it was.
He was tearing everybody a new asshole.
Yes.
Until that moment when Musso jammed his head up his own asshole.
Yeah. Late 30s. Oh, God. So we then cut to a shot of Frank and Musso storming through the crowd of picketers. Parker and Mikey instantly eek and bite their nails, while Jerry is mentally somewhere else and doesn't even react. And I love this because after Park and Mikey react that way, they both look at each other and then down to their hands. Yeah. And they're looking at like, why the hell did we do that?
Yeah.
It's like they had to fill that void since Jerry wasn't going to do it.
Somebody's got to eek and grab and bite their fingernails.
Yes. So Miss Musso slaps them with detention for being in the hallway after the bell. The buds turn to Jerry and demand the Musso excuse file, but he informs them he doesn't have it because it's in my jacket.
Yep.
And I say it's definitely an oversight on Parker's part because I mean, what the fuck did they expect?
Yeah, that was poorly played. Yeah, the way that it's funny too, because like the way that scene is set up, when you see Musso or whatever, Frank's standing behind her, and when she gives him the thumb, you can see Frank flinch. He's like, it's really funny. Like the power of the thumb passed through him for a moment. He's just like,
penetrated him.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. I rewound that a couple of times. I was like, look at that. That's great. That's a funny response.
This was like one of my favorite episodes, man. So we cut to the football field. Parker and Mikey are stuck with mowing the football field with the push mowers, those old school push mowers.
Yeah.
For their detention strike detail. They finally agree they need to do something that will pump up Jerry's self-esteem to help him get over the hump. Then an idea dawns on them, and they run off the field pushing their mowers as they go, passing, for some reason, a group of cows that are grazing near the goalpost. And as they leave frame, we hold on the cows, and Kubiak pops his head up, of course, with a mouthful of grass.
I love that shot. It's so
great.
fucking weird. He just stands up and he's got grass in his mouth.
You know,
he's grazing.
Yeah, it's so funny that it's like numerous times he just hangs out with cows. Like he eats the hell out of them, but he also just hangs out with them. He's got a weird relationship with cows.
Yeah, he likes to know his food. He eats with them. He showers with them.
And then he eats them. So then we follow a Spicer-esque mower cam through the quad to find Rita sitting there reading a book.
Yeah, and Rita is played by Kristen Datillo. Hopefully I got the name right. I feel like we do that all the time on here.
Yeah, we're horrible with pronunciation.
Yeah. And
it's good. Yeah. We just need to get Paul to pronounce everything for us.
Yeah.
Even the English stuff.
God, that would be fucking sad. Hey, would you mind just pronouncing all this stuff for us, too?
Just read this. We wrote the script. Just read it for us.
Yeah.
We'll put pictures of ourselves up and just have you read the script. Read our recap.
Yeah, I'm sure he would agree to that. Yeah, so anyway, she plays Rita. She appeared in Dexter for 9 episodes as Detective Barbara Gianna. That might have been the first season, maybe. I can't recall. And then
I think it was a few seasons in, maybe.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, because I looked it up because I was like, who was she? And she was the one that dated Angel for a little while, I think.
Okay.
And I just barely, I mean, I haven't watched that season in a long time, but...
Yeah, it's been a while since I watched that show. Yeah, so she also played Yola in the Chris Isaak show. I'd forgotten that Chris Isaak even had a show.
Yeah, me too.
47 episodes of that. Huh. And then she was also in the Aerosmith video for Janie's Got a Gun in 1989.
Oh, and we should say that this is the girl that Jerry was hiding from in the cafeteria that he hid from earlier. But she wasn't called out by name at that point.
Yeah, that's Rita.
That is Rita. So she's sitting there, I guess in the quad, reading a book, and Parker and Mikey approach and tell her they are there on behalf of their friend Jerry. And when they show her a picture, she mentions that she knows him and that she thinks he's dreamy. She lists off a whole thing about him, so it's apparent she knows him pretty well. And the photo they show is great because it's Jerry wearing I think it's like a scarf. It's kind of hard to tell, but I think he's wearing a white scarf and a bomber jacket, like some flyboy or something. Yeah. It's a bizarre picture.
Flyboy. Yeah. I like that when Parker introduces them to her, it's just like the one where they were introducing themselves to Musso's niece. He's like, Parker and Mikey.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. But I also really I like the fact that she's already infatuated with Jerry a little bit. You know, a lot of the shows back then, it would have been like, who's this dork? You know, but she's just she's all into Jerry, you know.
Totally.
She probably doesn't even need the fucking picture. She knows who he is, you know.
Yeah. So elsewhere on the quad, Miss Musso sits reviewing the labor contract with Adrian Light. Light tells her that she has made mincemeat of him, she is truly amazing, and she's getting everything she wanted out of the negotiation. Miss Musso tells him to put a cork in it because she's on to his little game. She can't be conned. Light retorts with stuff like, you got me, I can't get anything past you, you've got a gift, and other effusive shit. And after some more back and forth like this, they both kind of look into each other's eyes and get a little closer, and things start to get a little steamy, perhaps. It's not quite romantic, but it's something weird going on there.
Yeah, I just wrote, Miss Musso is so horny. She's just always so fucking horny.
So then we cut to the science class, Mr. Loopman's class, actually. Mr. Loopman is back, and he is assigning science report partners. His first pairing is Monica and Badge. While Monica is disgusted with the team up, Badge celebrates with a, he shoots, he scores!
Yeah. Yeah. I felt good to see Badge back. I was like,
yeah, it's great.
That, and I was like, oh man, I miss this dude.
Yeah, I know, dude. I mean,
he's
got probably the most lines that we've seen in this episode for him.
Definitely.
It's really cool to see him, a bigger part in.
Yeah, he's got a lot of screen
show.
time too.
Yeah,
just when he's not speaking.
So we then see that there is some wiring hooked to Jerry's chair for some reason, and we cut to Parker Central and realize, of course, Parker and Mikey have yet another electrical shock device rigged up.
Jeez, another ass zapper going on here.
Ass zapper, yes. Trademark, ass zapper.
Ass zapper.
So as Loopman calls out Rita's name, Mikey drops the plunger, sending an electrical shock to Jerry's butt, which jolts him into standing up. Classic. Seeing this as Steiner volunteering, Loopman decides to pair him with Rita. Jerry then asks if a full bibliography is required, but Loopman informs him, no, this will be an oral report.
Oral report.
Yeah, and his delivery is great on that. Yeah. And this comes as quite a shock to the entire class because they're all like, whoa.
Yeah.
And of course, it's a shock to Jerry, too.
Maybe they all have little zappers on their butts.
Yeah. Whoa. So we cut to Jerry laying on the ground at the feet of his buds.
Let me just see it, feel it, smell it, taste it.
Jer, we made a deal.
But you don't understand. All the rules have changed. I have to give an oral report. The concept of public speaking without my jacket is unfathomable.
What? You think we're not suffering? You think it's easy for us to see you this way?
We know it's toughness, Jer, but you've got to dig deep and find a way to gut it out. If we can do it, you can do it too.
I can't. I'm not like you, sirs.
Yes, you are.
They help him off the floor and send him on his way. And as they leave, we see Kubiak still manning the grill in front of his locker.
Yeah, I like that he was still back there making food.
Yeah.
He's not going
it's quite
to class.
A process.
He's like, fuck it. I'm just going to sit here and prep food all night, all day.
It's a lot of cow to cook.
Yeah, it's true.
So behind Kubiak, we see Frank sneaking down the hall, and he creeps into a locker just to Kubiak's left. We hear him working his way through the lockers with a lot of racket.
Construction noise, yeah.
Construction noises, jackhammers, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And then he comes out a different locker to Kubiak's right, and he has Jerry's jacket in hand. So we cut back to the science class, and Rita and Jerry are discussing their oral report. Jerry feels the need to pre-apologize for some things before they start, and he spouts off an enormous laundry list of his shortcomings.
Yeah, one of which is habitual itching. Gross. I don't remember seeing that, but okay.
Itching.
Habitual itching.
So observing this from Parker Central, Parker realizes that maybe they went too far. Maybe they should return Jerry's jacket. I'm not sure why that was the breaking point for them, but whatever.
Habitual itching.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He's got his ointment in his jacket.
Yeah.
So they go to retrieve the jacket to find that it is gone. As Parker and Mikey give their best Home Alone reaction to the camera, we cut to commercial.
That's a great description. That's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is. So back from commercial, Parker and Mikey question Kubiak if he saw anyone suspicious.
Yeah, and I just made a note here. It's a good little meta moment with the commercial break thing that you use as one of our bumpers a lot.
Oh, yes.
With Parker saying, I know a commercial break's a long time, but you got to remember, it's funny. Yeah. He's trying to get Koo to remember on the other side of the commercial break.
Exactly. Yeah, it's great. It's a great line. Yeah, there's actually a number of lines that I pulled for our bumpers in this episode.
Yeah.
Because there's one later with Mike, or it may have already come up, but like Mikey says something about, who are we to play God with the kid's life?
Yeah, that's a great one, too. The kid's life!
Yeah, that's from this episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're questioning Kubiak, and while Koob refers to his notes, which are cave drawings on the inside of his locker.
Of course.
Jerry comes hobbling in like a goddamn junkie. Sunken eyes, disheveled clothing, unkempt hair. He's even got a 5 o'clock shadow going on somehow.
Yeah. He's got an electric razor in his jacket. It's automatically shaving him.
And he's muttering, must have jacket, must have jacket. Parker and Mikey tell him not to worry. They will get him his jacket back in time for his oral report, and Jerry collapses in relief. Then we cut to a random classroom where we find Frank, and he is trying on the jacket. However, the security system warns him that he is an unauthorized user and he has 5 seconds to enter the authorization code. He ignores the warning, and the jacket proceeds to toss him about like a rag doll, hurtling him into the hallway. Unable to take any more abuse, Frank takes off the jacket with some difficulty and throws it into a nearby trash can.
Yeah, and that whole scene is just a great performance by Taz Johnson. I mean,
Yes.
it's just a fantastic physical comedy.
Yeah.
It's always funny to me to watch scenes like that and like, take note of the fact after the fact that like that's a person acting against nothing.
Yes, exactly.
That's just somebody being physical, and you can easily believe that he's battling it out with this jacket just because he's just so good and so elegant in his physical performance. It's great.
So we're back in the principal's office. Shelley, at the switchboard, overhears a call from Adrian Light. He's bragging to his superior that he has Grace right where he wants her. He then divulges his plan about doing the old switcheroo on the contract at the last minute.
Yeah,
it's very very highbrow planning here.
Yeah,
the old switcheroo.
Funny. That's the scene where she's like listening in, and then she moves the levers, the split screen levers.
Yeah, yes, I forgot about that. Yes,
panel, yeah, and then we get a split screen of that conversation happening. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, we get the split screen of her and Adrian Light and his superior. And it's cool because, again, lighting, they do a lot of great stuff with lighting, but like there's somewhat dramatic lighting on Adrian, normal but dramatic. But as we have the turn that he's going to, screw Musso over, like this blue light kind of comes up on his face, there's a lighting change. There's a lot of good lighting cues in this show.
And the guy he's talking to is just a silhouette, mostly just a silhouette,
Yeah,
it's
totally.
Very shadowy.
Yes. So Shelley sees this as an opportunity, and we cut to the science class. Oral report time for Jerry and Rita is drawing near. Badge and Monica are finishing up their presentation on cosmetology.
And so, in conclusion, most cosmetologists would agree that you two can be a model or just look like one.
I'd never considered cosmetology one of the natural sciences. You pass. Next up, Akko and Bar.
Inscrutably, Loopman gives them a passing grade. And he calls the next pair Akko and Bar, which is an obvious nod to the writing duo that has been on this show before. I think they're actually story editors on this particular episode.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And Rita turns to Jerry and tells him they're up next, and she's scared. She asks him if he's scared. He says not yet because Mr. Lewis said that he'd have his jacket there by 3 o'clock. Just then the clock strikes 3:01, and he admits, okay, now I'm scared, Rita. But as he turns back to her, she's gone.
Yeah, I made a note here that Mr. Lewis said he'd have his jacket there by 3. I was like, 3 o'clock? Why are you still in school at 3 o'clock? What the fuck time does school end there, man?
That's
like,
a good question.
I guess I remember getting out of school at 3, and that being like, and maybe I'm misremembering. I know that my children get out of school before 3 o'clock now.
I feel like most schools do, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know. Maybe high schools are 3 o'clock or 3:30 or something, and I just, my kids aren't in high school yet, so I don't remember. But I don't know, and I don't remember from when I was a kid. But when he said 3 o'clock, I was like, and you're still in school? That just seems late.
Weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. I just don't know.
Maybe I'm completely wrong. Who knows?
Well, if 3 o'clock high is to be believed, 3 o'clock is when school's out, and that's when you get your ass kicked.
That's when you're supposed to fight.
Exactly.
The guy from Kindergarten Cop.
Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, Schwarzenegger.
Oh, okay.
There were other guys in Kindergarten Cop.
We cut to the hallway. Badge stumbles upon the jacket in the trash can. He puts it on, and the security system activates again, warning him to enter the identification code. Badge is not having it, though, and he rips the box from the jacket and holds up some wire snips.
Identify this, little Tron dude.
Warning.
But anyways, he cuts the wires, disabling the system. But then, when he goes to reach into the jacket again, a Doberman pinscher sticks its head out and starts growling viciously. It's great. Badge recoils in horror and says, "Canine calamity," and he decides to ditch the coat, too, into a trash can.
Didn't BJ tell us that they were trying to, use Calamity as
Calamity.
like his thing. Yeah,
this was like the first one, I think.
Yeah.
So I think there's been a couple more, and they're trying to get a catchprise going or something.
Yeah. I just love that how he reaches in and that fucking dog is there.
There.
I mean, it's just like,
I know.
It's like, holy shit. Canine Calamity indeed.
Yeah, a little close for comfort there.
Yeah.
So we got to the computer lab where Jerry sneaks in and tiptoes to a computer. I'm guessing this is like his happy place. This is where he goes when he needs to kind of like calm some anxiety. But as he sits down, Rita calls out, "Jerry!" And he's surprised to see her. She asks how he found her, but before he can tell her that he actually wasn't looking for her, she tells him not to make her go back in there. She just can't do it. So we cut to the hallway. Kubiak finds the jacket in the trash can, and after smelling it a couple times, he identifies it as Jerry's jacket. And this is a great gag here. It's a great thought bubble gag, with this like equation going on as he keeps sniffing the jacket.
I love that. That's the thing that pushes him over the top too. Is like when he finally makes the connection as Jerry is from sniffing it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, that's great.
So after that, we cut back to the computer lab. Jerry admits to Rita that he's terrified as well. As he offers to clean a smudge off of her glasses, he notices a tear on her cheek.
A sparkly tear.
Yeah, I was going to say, very sparkly. It sparkles a number of times, very much like a Jerry tear.
I was going to say, not unlike Jerry's little tears.
Exactly. So in VO, Parker tells us,
throughout history, when a woman cries, a man can't help but respond. It worked for Ingrid Bergman when she cried for Bogey in Casablanca. It worked for Demi Moore when she cried for Swayze in Ghost. And it worked on a very special episode of Facts of Life when Tootie cried for Blair.
So suddenly, in a moment of uber confidence that somehow transforms Jerry into that ultra suave flyboy from the picture, he comforts Rita and tells her that they have nothing to be afraid of. They're prepared. They use the same lens tissue, and an oral report is not a problem.
Yeah, I just noticed that they pulled all the curl out of Troy's hair for that that scene. Like his hair is like just, I don't know, it's a little wavy, but it's very debonair, I guess. I don't know.
Yes, exactly. It's like we're going for suave flyboy look.
Yeah,
you can't have curly hair.
Guess not.
Rita tells Jerry that he's so strong and confident. At first, Jerry's surprised, but he realizes that he is, and Rita kisses him. Out on the quad, Parker and Mikey frantically show a picture of Jerry's missing jacket to people, hoping for a lead. They are having no luck, though. Back in Loopman's class, we're tight on a drawing of a woman's womb that contains the face of the Nelson twins, and we pull back to find Akko and Barr, at least the fictionalized versions of Akko and Barr, concluding their presentation on how their cell-splitting theory sheds light on the mysterious success of the musical duo Nelson.
Yeah, nice little dunk on Nelson there.
Yes.
Yeah, I noticed that Mr. Akko was Abe's friend again, the guy that he pulled out of a dumpster in a previous episode.
Yes, exactly. Yep. So Loopman tells them that the presentation was barely passable, but I guess they passed.
Yeah.
And he calls upon Steiner and Getchell, which I guess is Rita's last name.
Yeah.
And he calls a couple times before Jerry and Rita burst through the door and tell him that they are ready. Back on the quad, Parker and Mikey run into Kubiak, and he gives them the jacket. Back in Loopman's class, Parker and Mikey show up, but Jerry and Rita have already started the presentation. Their first slide is backwards, and the crowd gasps. Disaster seems imminent, and Mikey tells Parker to just toss the jacket to Jerry, but Parker holds off. He's got a feeling. Parker's hunch was right. Jerry remains calm, flips the slide over, and launches into the presentation about alchemy.
Yeah, I made a note here of start him with a joke, Jerry, because he starts off by saying it wasn't created by a guy named Al, and everybody laughs.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's so silly.
Oh, Jerry.
Good stuff.
At least he's confident.
Warming him up.
So we cut to the diner, where we find Miss Musso meeting with Light for the final labor contract signing. As Light opens his briefcase, we see him pull the old switcheroo, and he hands Miss Musso the doctored contract to sign. Just as Musso is about to sign, however, the pen flies from her hand and hits the floor. As Adrian Light bends over to pick it up, Shelley comes by disguised as a waitress. She has the original contract hidden under a server platter, and she deftly slips it to Miss Musso and takes the doctored one. Light returns with the pen, and Miss Musso signs the original contract with Adrian none the wiser. Back in Loopman's class, Jerry and Rita finish their report on alchemy without the help of the jacket. Loopman declares it meh, and the class applauds. It's great because I feel like their presentation was probably the most legit, and like they get the worst reaction from Loopman.
Mr. Loopman's reactions to all of them are fucking great. I mean, he's just so unimpressed with all these kids, but that one there is the best because he's just like sitting there and he's like, me, and everybody explodes. I just love that me.
Yeah. Oh, Loopman. So Rita takes Jerry's hand and Jerry smiles. The buds approach and say, come on, let's hit the diner and celebrate. Jerry declines, though. He says,
Sirs, if you don't mind, I'd like to take a rain check. I promised Rita a McLean Deluxe and Tang.
A McLean Deluxe and a Tang. That's a hell of a meal.
I didn't even understand McLean Deluxe. What the fuck was that?
McLean was like McDonald's attempt at like a... I don't know what it was. It was some diet burger or something. I don't know if you can have a diet burger. It was maybe it wasn't a burger. Maybe it was like I'll have to look that up. But it was definitely like a short-lived thing in the late 80s, early 90s. You know, McDonald's trying to jump on the whole health food thing. Right. But McLean Deluxe was definitely one of those failed attempts. And Tang. But I mean, Tang is so...
All science kids love Tang.
Yeah, exactly. The juice of the nerds.
Juice. No juice.
I don't know what Tang is. Is it juice? What is Tang?
It's chemical goo.
So Parker tells him not a problem and offers Jerry his jacket. He holds it up for Jerry to slip into, which Jerry almost does, but he stops short. Instead, he takes the jacket and slings it over his shoulder like one cool-ass motherfucker.
Yep. Excellent description.
So our closing gag, as the song Isn't It Romantic plays, Jerry puts his jacket over Rita's shoulders and they walk off arm in arm into the distance. We pull back to reveal red velvet curtains that slowly close upon the scene. Aww.
The end.
What have you got to say for yourselves?
I did make a note at the very end of this, like, he lost his jacket in season 1 also, and he also voluntarily gave it away or took it off at one point, without, like, when he was working for Matt Stiles, he was wearing the black jacket, and then...
But in that case, I would say that the leather jacket was just a different version of the jacket.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, because it had shit in it.
There's another one where he lost it, though, wasn't there? I don't know. I can't remember.
Can't remember.
Meh, either way, whatever. Yeah. So.
It's not like we've analyzed the hell out of all these episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, I pulled gag dance straight from my dome earlier, man. I was pretty impressed with that.
That was great. Yeah.
Episode 6. Like pulling I pulled that as smoothly as a Simpsons reference. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, this was a fun episode. I like this one. It was we're 3 episodes into the second season. They found their footing. I mean, they hadn't lost their footing or anything, but they're definitely not pulling their punches. These are good episodes that we've seen so far.
It's one of my favorites. It's always stuck with me. Every time, I mean, as many times I've rewatched it, it's just fucking hilarious. I love it. I love, again, it's a good Troy episode because he gets to kind of stretch his muscles and not just be like that guy. He could be a little erratic and, a bit of a lunatic and have some outbursts, which is always great. It's always great to...
Not exactly healthy for a single woman in her late 30s.
So, I love this episode. And again, my favorite door gag of all time is in this episode. So,
yeah. Yeah, it's great too because this one gives everybody a lot to do. Like all the entire cast is basically in this except for Marty Lewis. And like I said, that scene with Taj dancing around with the jacket was great. It's awesome to see Badge back in here.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's even cool to see Mr. Loopman back on there.
Yeah, yeah, he's good, man. He's good.
Yeah. So
top shelf Parker Lewis.
This one's 11 out of 10. On the next Synchronize Swatches. So, up next, we will be watching Season 2, Episode 4, Future Shock. Here's the summary from IMDb. Parker is the living god when he walks the halls of Santo Domingo. High school to Parker is just the backdrop of his life, and the future isn't of interest until now. It seems that while Parker has focused all his attention on the present, everyone else is planning for the future, and Parker will be left behind unless he figures out what to do with his post-high school life. There you go.
It's always so bad when there's just fucking misspellings or grammatical errors. It's like,
yeah,
that's
a typo at the beginning. That was
so, come
Parker
on, guys.
is the living god.
Is the a living god.
Is the a living god.
Oh, God.
So anyway.
Next time.
Next time on Parker Lewis Can't Lose. Future Shock.
You've been listening to Synchronize Swatches, your twice-monthly dose of coolness.
But wait, if listening isn't enough for you and you'd like to see our ugly mugs, not a problem.
Head on over to YouTube and subscribe to our channel at Synchronize Swatches. There you will find all our main episodes as well as some bonus content.
We're also on social media. Social media! Search for our handle at SwatchesPod on Instagram and TikTok, and hit that follow button. We welcome your comments, questions, critiques, all forms of correspondence over at our email address, swatchespod@gmail.com. That's swatchespod, SWATCHESPOD @gmail.com.
While you're at it, why not cruise over to our podcast, or your podcast app, of choice, and leave us a 5-star rating and positive review. Maybe?
Positive. Why not?
Maybe positive? It really makes a difference in getting the word out there about what we're doing. This is a labor of love, after all. We're not doing it for the money.
Thank Christ. If we were, we'd be in a lot of trouble. Our theme music was written and produced by My Sinister Hand.
The show is recorded on the west and east coast of the United States. It is written by the hosts with post-production by Chip Johnson. Chris Gregory manages our social media empire. And what an empire it is. Special thanks to Paul Coates for all his German title insights, and Allison Doster for our new custom logo design. You can see more of her work over at Instagram, where she uses the handle Bunny Soul Art, BUNISOULART. Bunny Soul Art.
Thanks again for joining us. Until next time, I'm Chris Gregory.
And I'm Chip Johnson.
Reminding you to go outside and touch grass, you fucking boomer.
My friend Jerry said you guys were going to do something really neat today.
You pass.